Good evening, Neonate. Isaac Abrams. I've been expecting you. Seems the wooden soldiers of the Camarilla shuffle in a little too often these nights. That baby-faced two-bit Prince LaCroix got something to say to me?
Your messenger spun me around and pointed me in your direction.
Very courteous of you to stop by. All kindred that enter my domain are expected to introduce themselves. It may seem like an outdated formality, but it serves its purpose.
Does the LA and LaCroix not stand for LA?
Oh, LaCroix. That egotistical fop. His reach in Los Angeles far exceeds his grasp. Prince. Don't make me laugh. Prince is a title. An outdated and absurd bit of jargon given to any fool that would scheme hard enough for it. I don't recognize it, and neither will any kindred under the protection of this barony. I don't fear LaCroix, nor do I give a damn about his jackboot sycophants and court jesters. Let them all come to Hollywood. It would be a battle sequence worthy of Kurosawa.
Good reference. Kurosawa made some good samurai movies.
By all means, please do. Now tell me, what brings you to Hollywood? And don't tell me you're just here to stroll the Walk of Fame. Your clan appreciates a good joke, doesn't it? Don't you find it the slightest bit hilarious that LaCroix would send you to ask me, of all people, where he could find the Nosferatu? Has it truly come to this? I'm willing to give you my full...
I like that he completely sandbags your laugh.
What I want is a simple exchange. Last week I paid for a certain item, a movie, and this evening I got in...
Don't like that.
The seller is ready to deliver it. Unfortunately, he's become a bit paranoid all of a sudden. Won't meet me in person, won't drop it off, won't even answer his phone. Says he'll send the location of the pickup to a computer in the nearby internet cafe tonight. You see where I'm going with this? Speaking of paranoia, no. Simple pickups, all that's involved. Go to the Ground Zero Internet Cafe. Look for a directory named Joseph K. and use the password Kafka. There'll be an email in there that will specify a nearby location. Meet the contact, pick up the item, come back. Not too painful, right? Excellent. Meantime,
So, as usual,
welcome guest in my barony. Welcome to Hollywood.
as usual, the local power, you should be nice to them. So you had several opportunities to threaten him or call him worthless, and his power means nothing, but you shouldn't do that. Making an enemy of the Baron is not necessarily a good idea. And I did mention the cafe.
Everyone was worried sick of
Oh, this side quest. So good.
anything about what happened to you. We thought you were dead. Are you okay? You know what? Never mind. We have to help you. Is it drugs? Something like that? Look, let me make a call. We'll get you some help. Nobody's judging you. They'll be happy to know you're alive. It's me, Samantha. Don't you... Did you suffer amnesia? Is that it? Let me make a call. We'll get everybody together. We can talk. Maybe you'll remember something. The important thing is that they know that you're alive.
So, this is someone who knew you from when you were a human. And she sees you, recognizes you, runs up to you, and says, "Oh, where have you been, you know?" So, someone that recognizes you. You can't let them walk around, you know, looking for you, sending people after you, you know, that kind of thing when you're a vampire. So you must do something about them. You have to send her away, convince her that she doesn't know you at all. Or this first option, now that I'm Malkavian, I can convince her that I'm her pet turtle.
Ellie? Holy crap! You got big! I'm sorry I flushed you. I thought you were dead. So, what's it like to be a turtle?
You get unique dialogue for this. It's the greatest.
Can I give you a hug, Shelly?
So if you let her go without convincing her that she doesn't know you, that is a masquerade problem. I guess we'll call it a masquerade problem. So you have to do something about her. But I think normally I wouldn't use 3 blood for something like that when I could clearly just persuade. But it's too funny. Couldn't help it. I should probably hit up the dance club and get some blood, because now I'm very low. Well, I was low to begin with, now I'm extra low. See if there are any blood dolls in here who are willing to let me have a snack. I believe there's some stuff that goes on in here too, but I can't quite recall. So, Vesuvius is one of these kind of clubs. Hey, you can actually read this now with the texture pack. Anyway, this is this kind of establishment. We're going to ignore this very clearly a character part over here for just a second. The only thing I'm disappointed in is they just kind of do the goth dance again on the stage. So, whatever. Anyway, there is, since this is a strip club.
Hey there, sweetheart. My name is Misty. Can I interest you in a private dance? I've got something special in mind, just for you.
I don't think I'll have to censor this. I think this will be fine, but it's pretty risky. I don't want to turn her down. Hold on. Can't. There we go.
Hi there. Good to see you again, sweetheart. Want to have a little party? Just you and me?
So, since...
Great. Now all I need from you is $100.
This is a private dance. You're going to go back into a nice little room privately, and that'll be the ideal time to have a blood snack.
Okay. Now follow me back to the private rooms, and we can get a little more comfortable.
So you literally do have to follow her because you can't... I may have blocked her movement. That's not good.
Hi.
There we go. Get out of the way, dude. I need to get my lap dance. So, I don't know if you know, $100 for a private dance is very steep.
There we are. Now, what would you like me to do? I shouldn't tell you this, but dancing for girls always drives me absolutely wild.
So here you go, and a munch. And I totally clipped through her whole head, but whatever. I thought you could demontate her and get your money, but I guess I was wrong. Anyway, let's talk to this very conspicuous character.
Look what just walked in. I can't imagine you get much of a rise out of Vesuvius, being what you are. Maybe I'll have more luck with you.
I can almost feel your texture. What is it?
We should get to know each other a little better upstairs, where we can be ourselves. Come up to my room. Just 14 little steps. I'll make it worth it. Believe me.
So, pink hair here. I don't know if you could tell. This is a vampire. So, she's not necessarily offering what it sounds like she's offering. She's doing that to get you off the floor.
Isn't this better? You and me alone for just a little while. Away from jihad and the nonsense and the dangers. Just the two of us. I don't want to spoil the moment, but there's a reason I needed to speak to you alone.
You can also tell that she's a Toreador. I think that is the Toreador symbol on her choker, but Malkavian knows. of course. That's third option there. Yeah, let's be very nice to her.
What gave me away?
Seduce.
How absolutely intoxicating for you to notice. I'm beginning to think bringing you up here was an even better idea than I thought.
That's a little bonus.
It's because I and the rest of the Hollywood kindred have been under surveillance lately by hunters. I didn't want you to say anything that might draw attention. This is gonna be interesting. I'm Velvet. Galore. Call me Velvet. It's been months since I've seen anyone new in here.
What a name.
Personally. And who should finally walk in but a real celebrity? I've heard a lot about you. So, wouldn't you like to know about me?
Extremely. Yes.
Book. All you have to do is run your finger down my spine and crack me open to see what I'm about.
I do believe she's still like this flirty with you, even if you don't do the seduce option. More for the hunters than fingers.
Hunters. Yes. They've been staking out Hollywood for several weeks. They've been in Ash's club, mine, a few others. I think they're whittling down their list of suspects. I'm a bit nervous. Until recently, I had one right under my nose. For a few weeks, one of them was working here at Vesuvius, keeping an eye on the clientele. I found a weapon in her locker and I fired her. She's still in Hollywood watching my club. And me.
This one.
I've had to adjust a lot to this existence. And I've accepted that I may have to do just that. But I'm a suspect, and if she ends up dead, and I'm seen, they'll either kill me or chase me into obscurity, where I'll wither and die.
Can't let that happen.
Would you? I think it might be a little much to ask.
I'm sure you can make it worth my time.
Really be willing to do this for me? I won't lie. It's gonna be dangerous. But if you got rid of her, I'd be grateful. Very, very grateful.
Like, even if it wasn't doing the whole, like, flirtatious thing, like, someone asks you in secrecy, like, someone's trying to kill me, like, would you not try to help them out? Like, you have the ability to do so, and it's not, like, too difficult for you to even do. Like, just be a good person here, man.
Her hair's blonde on top. Broken heart tattoo on the small of
That's a good line, actually.
and chastity, as if that wasn't a dead giveaway. I want you to understand. I don't want any innocence killed.
So, Velvet is a pretty good person.
You'll have to live
Don't
your life
hurt other people.
as quietly as you can. No witnesses, please. And be careful using disciplines around the hunter.
This is a good line. There we go. So there we go. And now we have a quest to kill a vampire hunter. Like, they really sell this hard that you want to do this quest. Like, it's good for the Masquerade, it's good for literally helping, well, I was going to say another human being out, but obviously it's not, it's another vampire. And then, if you're into that sort of thing, you're doing it for more personal reasons. Anyway. Looking for someone.
Hot pants? Prince of Porn? Yeah. Flynn, the Prince of Porn, the Senator of Smut, the Duke of Depravity. I like you, honey. You're a little weird, but hey, this is Hollywood.
That's your Malkavian dialogue. And then he goes into his regular dialogue.
Anything you want, you can get at the sin bin. Depraved ain't a four-letter word here. You know what I'm talking about?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, Chastity. She works downstairs in the booth. But if you're looking for someone to, trim your hedge, I got better girls than her. She ain't exactly adventuresome,
Know what I'm talking about?
Don't say what you just said. That's horrible.
All right, it's your dollar. But if you want a private show, you're gonna have to wait until the booth customers clear out. The girls don't come out for one-on-one action until then.
Okay, so here is your task. Also, check out the absolutely not pornography that they have. Hey, cars. Some of these are actually really funny. Doggies. But I guess the idea was, these are actually the original textures. You can tell because they're super blurry. But I guess the texture pack maker didn't want to like find porn. That would be bad. So you just have weird chin pictures. So this is a peep show, of course. Oh, can I get through this? Oh, it's 6. Damn. Okay, we need to use this room later. Oops, I actually exited. You can get here from the graveyard area. So, there's a client in each one of these. You need to get them to leave, and it's just Strip Club Mark II, basically. Once you convince these two guys to leave, in some way, I'm gonna have to blood buff again, aren't I? Nope. Hey, cool. Sinner. So, you don't get any more shows, guys. Sorry. Also, these guys are great to feed on because they just stare forward at the show the entire time. He's very angry. Private. Let's actually just go through all of this. Gross. Log file, is it? Let's get some info on Chastity. She made $120. And as you can see, everyone else makes much more than her because she's not really here to do the whole striptease thing. Inventory. Yeah. I guess these are just funny porno title movie titles. I was gonna say title names, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, everyone has cleared out. I believe, yeah, there she is. So we're looking for tattoo on the lower back, and she's blonde. And she is no joke, just carries a sword with her to work. I don't know where she was keeping that, but whatever. Oh, you're beating my ass, lady. Why are you so strong? Give me that. Give me that blood. I need that blood. Give me that. Give me that. I think I screwed up and let the other stripper lady see me. Sorry, nothing happened. Don't call anyone. Don't call the police. I probably should have talked to her first and made her clear out, but maybe it's fine. I didn't get any criminal violation or masquerade violation, so it's fine. You just saw me walk up, get attacked by her co-worker who pulled a sword out of thin air. Or we won't say where other places she could have possibly got it from. And then we fought, and that's all she needs to know. Whoa. All those guys staring at the door was very scary.
Who's back?
Hi, Velvet.
My friends call me Vivi. Velvet will do.
Did I not complete that? Uh-oh.
Look who's back. Couldn't stay away, could you?
Here we go. You just had to ask her about hunters before you can tell her that I've killed the one after her.
Shame you had to take her life. But you've saved mine, and I won't forget that. Yes, but through this ordeal I've gained an enticing new ally, and I'm beginning to think it was fate.
I am next to you and in your head.
You're just saying what I want to hear. Don't stop.
There's more.
Bingo. Sightsee.
Positive.
And me, of course. There's only one part of my body I don't want anyone entering, and that's my head. That other name, never say it again. It belongs to a dead girl.
So, because you're Malkavian, you knew her real name, even though she refuses to tell you her real name and goes by her stage name of Velvet. Should we push? Normally you shouldn't push, but...
I'm not hiding my past. I'm not that girl. She was flawed. She was naive. She was nobody. And now she's dead. Let the dead rest in peace. My name is Vivi. Show yourself out. I'd like to say a prayer for someone I used to know.
That made her quite upset.
Poor David Hatter.
Uh-oh.
David Hatter's an aspiring screenwriter and hotel manager. He comes in more often than he would admit. Several years now. Poor dear just can't get a break. I overheard him talking about his new screenplay with one of my girls. It was about secret societies and creatures that found themselves dealing with inner beasts and persecution by elder monsters. Sound reminiscent of something to you? Yes. The details of his story were too insightful to be coincidental. I think someone's working with David, a kindred who doesn't realize the consequences of their actions. Do you know what the penalty for revealing ourselves to Kine is? Death. I'm afraid poor David's big break. The screenplay he's worked so hard on must be destroyed, and his less-than-silent partner must be executed. I know David too well. I'm very fond of David, and I'm too close to do what needs to be done. I don't think Haller knows his collaborator is Kindred. You'll have to...
Why'd you get so quiet all of a sudden?
And somehow you'll have to coax the name of his source out of him. Once you found out who, kill the traitor. But do not touch David.
That's gonna be difficult.
It's not my law. Telling humans about the Masquerade is against the laws of every faction of Kindred society. There are many that are aware of us as it is. If more become suspicious, it could mean our extinction.
She's right though. This is something you have to do for all vampires, not just for her personally.
David works at the Lucky Star Motel. He's very passionate about his writing. He loves to talk about his craft. I'm sure he'll talk about his screenplay. It may take some persuasion to get him to give up his collaborator's name, however.
My ways are many and hilarious.
After this is over, I promise you'll have my complete attention.
This option too. Oh boy. So what happened there was I pushed into her past. She said, no, I'm not talking anymore. You should leave. So that ended the conversation. It's supposed to be the next time you come in here, she gives you that quest. But since I had ended the conversation, she called me back immediately as soon as I touched the trigger. So there are occasionally female customers in here. I'm pretty sure that's more than enough, though. I've done several side quests here today. Should probably give it a break for now. And say thank you for watching Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I'll see you next time.